Hello and welcome to Create Art with Jazz. Today begins day 2 of my 100 hand lettering art challenge. And with every picture, there comes a graphic along with the lettering. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. For today's video, I'm using the app Procreate on my iPad. And this video will be done in real time. So this is the actual time that it's taking me to create these letters. And what I like to do is just move a little bit fast. I noticed that I can keep my hand steadier if I write the letters fast and don't move slowly. So I'm writing the word angel, and I'm just gonna go over the letters one more time to thicken them up a little bit. Now pay attention as you're going from top to bottom. Make sure that your letters aren't too wide. So that one was a little too wide. So I'm going to start over and just go in and fill that in a little bit. The brush I'm using has a texture to it. It's sort of like a chalk feel. But you can do this with almost any brush or pen tool in the program. Next, I'm doing an outline around the words. This gives it a three-dimensional feel, and it also gives your graphic a little more character and makes it a lot more fun. So it has like a bubbly look to it. Now I'm just going around and I'm going to fatten up certain parts of the outline to give it a 3D look. Even though this is all done in 2D, we can have the illusion of a 3D appearance. So I'm going to go in and pay attention. This you can really play around with as far as the thickness on the words, but whatever you do, you want to keep it consistent. So make sure that your lines have the same line weight going around. Now I'm going to take that purple and go around the outlines of my letters, and this just gives it a more three-dimensional look as well, and it makes the letters pop out. So you want to be careful if you're using a different color. You want to be careful and make sure you choose a color that's going to stand out nice and bright. Have a color that looks well next to the other color. So if you're having a problem with that, you can get a color wheel, or you can do a little research on what colors work well together. So I'm using a magenta, and I'm going around the purple with the magenta, and that purple is like a grape purple. And I'm picking these colors from the color picker option in the program. So you want to just continue around. Make sure you're not covering the letters completely. If you are, just go back and do it over. And now I'm going to add some blue, and I'm going to go around. Now I'm making sure that I use a slightly bolder color. It's a little darker than the purple. That way you can make an outline that will stand out. And I'm just going around that angel, and now it's starting to have like a cloud feel to it. And I'm going to just outline the words a little bit, just on the bottom halves of the letters. I'm not going to outline the whole thing. You just want to accent the letters so that they stand out a little more and have a little more depth to them. And I'm just going around the top and adding some more dimension. I'm not going to overdo this part, because if you do, it will flatten out the design. So you just want to strategically place this outline around the letters. So I'm just zooming out to see where I'm at, and so far I'm liking the design, and I'm going to continue. Now I'm going to add some wings to the design. This just gives it more character and more fun. And this design can be done on anything. You can add it to a t-shirt, or you can add it to something that you can hang on the wall. I'm using Procreate here, but the design language translates over to almost any medium. So this will look so cool on like a pair of ice skates or a t-shirt or even the back of a jacket. So just keep your mind open. These lettering videos can be used for just about anything. It's not just for the computer art. So, and you can also create these with an airbrush, or you can create them with charcoal, chalk, crayons, whatever mediums you have. Now I'm just going to highlight the letters and add a few highlights around the outline, and I'm using a textured white to do that with, and that just gives it a little more depth and it adds a little shine to the design. Next, I'm just going to pick a medium color blue, and I'm just going to accent the words a little more. It's almost like a shadow under the letters, and I'm just going to go around the letters and put that blue in strategically. You don't want to put it in everywhere, and be careful not to write over top of the letters that you already have there too much. So you don't want to cover up the work that you already put in. If you find that you're doing that, you can lower your brush weight, and you can also lower the opacity if you need to. So I'm really liking that blue, and I'm going to go around the inside of the bubble and just make that design really pop out. It's really starting to come to life now, and I'm liking the way that it's turning out. If you're new to designing words, just have fun with it. If you make a mistake, it's okay. We're just experimenting right now and trying out different colors. You can also branch out there and try contrasting colors. Make sure you experiment and just have fun with it. So I'm just adding a little blue around the outside. I'm not going in very heavy because I wanted to give the illusion that it's floating, like the words are floating in the cloud. Just keep in mind whatever words you're doing to stick with the theme. Whatever theme you come up with, just be creative. And I'm just going around. Now I'm going in with a sharper brush just to make it stand out a little bit more. And you'll see the more I'm adding, the more it's becoming three-dimensional, and the more the design is starting to come out. I decided I didn't want those two lines there because they're drawing too much attention. So you have to really play around with this, and it depends on the look that you're going for. Do not add a lot of contrast if you don't want attention brought to that area. Okay, well that was all for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you tomorrow with another great video.